All right, so this is going to be a quick webinar, just basically going to cover over the assignment of dashboard layouts from the front end and answer a few frequently asked questions about, what is the different group versus individual versus athlete home, and how do I control who sees what when I assign the layout. So it's going to be pretty quick, pretty simple. So we're going to start off here over on our side menu under administration. We're going to click on visualizations, and then we're going to click over to dashboard layout. So this is after we've already built our dashboard layouts. We've got our list of stuff, and now we just want to make it so that people can see it. So if I have a new dashboard and I want to assign it out, I can go ahead and just grab that dashboard. So say I've got this admin dashboard that just controls, what are the logins in the system. It's just an at a glance for somebody. I start off by opening it up, and then I hit manage assignments. I can see where it's assigned or where it's not assigned, basically. And then I would just hit add group. So this is the assign layout dialog box, and just basically grab from dashboard contexts. So the different contexts, these two are pretty self-explanatory, but the top two, just so you know, these are coach view dashboards. So group versus individual means obviously this is for the whole group, so it has to be group specific dashboards. Anything that's labeled athlete and not athlete / group in the dashboard visualization builder list is not going to show up properly on the group dashboards. If it's individual only, it's going to error out and not load. So keeping that in mind, of course, a group dashboard just means I'm applying it to a whole team or a whole training group, and I want them all to see it, or I want to see an overview of all of their stuff at once, whether it's aggregated or a table of all of it. Individual dashboards, as these are specific, maybe KPIs for one person that I want a coach to see. And then third, home dashboards, this is what athletes see. So home dashboards, when it's assigned in this context, means this is going to be what an athlete sees, an end user sees on their end when they log in and go to their data tab and hit my dashboards. That's home dashboards. So these two are for coaches or admins, and this one is for athletes or users. So say in this case, I want this to go to a group dashboard, and then after picking the context, and I can pick multiple if I want to. If I want it to go everywhere, I can. But I pick my context, and then I can go ahead and say I want to see it for X group. I want to see any logins for this group. Once I'm happy with that, I can hit assign. So that's step one. I save it after I assign it, because I just save everything once I make it in here just to save it. And then once I hit the drop down, once this assignment is out, I can then further control the visibility of what a layout's going to look like for somebody. So maybe this is an admin dashboard layout for logins that I only want, say, one system admin to check. Maybe this person, all they care about is seeing logins, but maybe other coaches or other people within the system that have access to see dashboard layouts don't necessarily need to see a certain layout. So I can say from here, this is assigned viewable by all currently, but I can go ahead and say, no, I just want admins to see it, or I just want a specific user to see it. I can say from this person, I want Kimberly Bryant to see it only, whatever it is. I can restrict it to roles or individual users to see the layout. So maybe, so you've got a physical therapist layout that you only want the physical therapist to see. That's how you would basically restrict that. And then you just save it, and it's good to go. So now anybody in the system that isn't an admin will not know that this dashboard layout has been assigned. They won't know it exists. Anybody that is an admin, it'll just be another tab on their dashboard layouts. So I'm just going to X that out because I am CM admin. I might not see it if it's restricted to a certain role, but once that's assigned, I'm just going to jump out and show you the group layout. So how it is basically added into. So I assign this to the stallions. So I'm going to go home, and I have that. Hit stallions and view group dashboard, and here I am. So now when I see that, it just adds another tab when I assign it. So it doesn't overwrite anything. It just adds to it. And there you go. You can see as the admin, this is an individual dashboard. So here's my error loading dashboard that I was talking about. And there you go. Nobody's logged in. I'm an angry admin, and away you go. So another touch point here on the assignment of layouts is you don't necessarily have to go through visualizations and dashboard layouts to add one. Say you're on a group and you've got a list of KPIs that you want to see. You can hit the plus button and add a layout directly to this group just from your list and say, okay, I want to see my performance testing KPIs. This one you can restrict as you're adding from this screen. You can say, hey, I'm the only one that needs to see this. I'm assigning it and I only want to see it. So there you go. It adds it right to your tabs, and it's a quick assign there. And I believe this is an individual dashboard as well. So there's your errors, but and there you are. So You can edit that by going back to dashboard layouts. So, all right, I had an error in there. So I'm going to jump into this. I'm going to see my manage assignments. Might have to refresh for that to populate correctly. There we go. All right, so you can see that I don't want this to be assigned anymore. So I unassign it and I'm all set. So that's basically the management of dashboard layouts. Again, it's a very simple webinar here, but basically the only thing I wanted to show was basically just the difference between dashboard context. Group dashboard and individual dashboards are for coaches to see, and then home dashboards are for athletes to see, and everything else from there can be restricted further down to either roles, everybody with, the trainer role or the coach role or multiple roles, or individual users, whatever you'd like to see there. So that is the webinar, nice and quick, on the assignment of dashboard layouts and how to manage them. And does anybody have any questions?